All right, solve and graph the solution for negative 20 is less than or equal to negative 25 minus 5x. So I'm going to add 25 here. I get 5 is less than or equal to negative 5x. And I divide by negative 5. Since I'm dividing by negative 5, I flip the sign. And now since the variable is on the right side, I want to bring it over to the left, so I switch everything. Okay. All right, there's my solution, and it says to graph it, so I'm on the number line, -1. It says less than or equal, so I'm here, and I'm going to the left. Done. All right, solve and graph the solution set. All right, here we have a absolute value inequality. So it's absolute value, you have two cases. You have x plus 5 is greater than the positive case, and x plus 5 is less than the negative case. All right, for the negative case, you got to switch the sign. And the other thing we have to do is connect them by an and or an or. Since it's greater than, you want to think greater, connect them with an or. So you're concerned about everything that's covered by the graphs. So subtract 5 here, I get x is greater than -2. Subtract 5 here, x is less than, and they're connected by an or. So if I graph, here's -2, it's greater than, I'm going to the right, and for -8, it's less than, so I'm going to the left. So how do we describe everything that's covered? It's pretty much just what we started with here. Or it's exactly what we started with in this case. So there's your solution. All right, graph 1/5 x minus 5. Very simple. There's my y-intercept. So I'm down at -5, and then up 1 to the right 5. Down 1, back 5. That's all there is to it. What is the slope of the line shown? All right, let's find two lattice points. There's one lattice point, and there's another one. So the slope is up 3 and right 4. So my slope is 3/4. Find the slope of the line containing the points. All right, so I have x1, y1, x2, y2. So I have y1, which is 2, minus y2, which is 8, over the x's. So I have 5 minus 5. And I get -6 over 0. If 0 is under, then your answer is undefined. Undefined slope. Write the equation of the line in slope-intercept form passing through the points. Okay. So first thing I have to do is use the slope formula. And I have y1, which is -3, minus y2, which is 6. I have x1, which is -1, minus x2, which is 2. So I have -9 over -3, which is 3. All right, so now I have my equation for a line, y equals mx plus b. Y is equal to 3x plus b. To solve for b, you don't plug in one of those y values for the b. You have to choose one of the points. All right, I'm going to choose the first point. Plug in the x and y values and solve for b. So I have 6 equals 6 plus b. Subtract 6, and 0 is equal to b. Take it, plug it in. Y is equal to 3x. Done. All right, write the equation of the line in slope-intercept form. Slope is -6, and it contains that point. This is super simple. Y equals mx plus b. So y is equal to the slope, which is -6x plus b. And now I have x and y here. I'm going to solve for b. So 0 is equal to -6 times -1 plus b. So I have 0 equals 6 plus b. Subtract 6. B is equal to -6. All right, so I have y then is equal to -6x minus 6. Done. All right, determine f of -5 given the function below. All right, negative 5. That's my x value. Does it satisfy this criteria or the one below it? All right, so negative 5 satisfies this criteria here. X is less than or equal to negative 5. So I'm going to plug negative 5 into this expression. Negative 3 times negative 5 minus 2. So I get 15 minus 2, which is 13. Done. Solve and graph the solution. Okay, pretty simple stuff here. Since it's a compound inequality, I have to add the 3 to both sides. I get negative 2 is less than 2y, which is less than or equal to 26. Then I divide by 2 on both sides, or for all parts. And I get negative 1 is less than y, which is less than or equal to 13. And that's all there is to it. Done. Make sure the smaller number is on the left side. Find the equation of a line in slope-intercept form through the coordinate and parallel to this line. Okay, if it's parallel to this line, then that means it has the same slope, right? So the slope for my new equation is 1/4 x, or 1/4, and then x minus b. How do I figure out my b? Use my point that they gave me, x and y. So I have negative 8 is equal to 1/4 of 16 plus b. 4 goes into 16 4 times, so I get negative 8 is equal to 4 plus b. Subtract 4, and b is equal to negative 12. So I end up with y is equal to 1/4 x minus 12. Alrighty, that's all there is to it. If you have any questions, please make sure to ask.